I take them through, kind of bridge the gap between managing the pain in traditional ways, accepting, rejecting, medicating, and we bridge into ultimate transformation with the nutrition, with fitness, with mindset. For example, Anne, she came to me a few months ago and she said, I just want to feel stronger, being able to garden with confidence. And 2 weeks ago, she sent me the message, her fitness therapy, PT, physical therapist, always mix us up. Fitness, physical, because PT, personal training and physical therapist. Her physical therapist told her because she is so strong, she doesn't need a knee replacement. It's amazing. And all we did is fitness training. So I teach private, groups, self-paced programs, body culture coaching by Nadia, and remember to love your body through daily choices. Okay, now the spotlight. This was in 2010. I remember I was sitting in a crowd of about 70 people, and we had a task. You had to go on the stage and just had to say only one sentence. Oh yes, and you have to hold the microphone. So here's my turn. I go to that stage, I hold the mic. Guess what happened? I can't remember anything after that. My brain froze. I did say something, but I can't remember what it was. What I remember distantly, the mic fell on the stage. I ran off the stage, I went to the bathroom and I cried till the rest of the meeting. That was 10 years ago. Some of you actually still know me 10 years ago. In that moment, sitting in the bathroom for the rest of the meeting, I had a conversation with myself. Nadia, you want to make a difference. I was already in health and wellness, and that time I remember I cannot speak more than 2 eyes in front of me. That's one person. I made a decision, I gotta do something, I gotta change something, I have to be able to talk to more than one person in front of me. Actually, at that time, I Googled public speaking and found Toastmasters. I went to the meeting. They asked me to speak the very first time. I can't remember what I said. I remember the topic was about tectonic plates. And the only thing I remember, it was my brain is so frozen and twisted that it reminded me tectonic plates. Funny enough, I got a ribbon for best speaking that day. But I did not actually join Toastmasters. 8 years forward, I decided it's time again. I know I can speak more than one person at the time, but something is still off. You know, that nervousness that you just can't shake it. Sometimes you want to say the right things, you want to inspire, and it just feels just not there yet. So how do I be on the stage in front of 5 people, 10 people, 100 people, 5,000 people, and still be me? Almost like I'm sitting in front of a family table. How do I have that spirit of who I am naturally, speaking in front of thousands? So Toastmasters is one of the opportunities. This is something I'm into besides other organizations, but I wanted to share with you, whether it's for yourself or someone you know. And it's really, yes, it's for ourselves, for, I guess, making ourselves better, being able to speak. But it's when you have something you're so passionate in your life, and you really want to make that profound difference, sometimes faster. The first moment you open the door in the room, you walk in, or the first sentence you say, and they listen. Make a difference for your nonprofit. Like I just taught for Henry Foundation. They were learning on time management. they're getting credits so they can have their tuition paid for college fully. That makes my fear be an opportunity. So let me share the screen and see if I can do that. So if you know someone who is looking to better the skills, say yes if you can see the screen. Anyone on Zoom? Can you see the screen?
They should be.
Okay.
They
All right. So what is Toastmasters? In fact, I'm gonna scroll down real quick and just open really one page. It should be here. I think it's about. Check where I am. All about Toastmasters. I've got my notes. Oh, here you go, yes. So Toastmasters International actually started about half a century ago for professional individuals who wanted to learn how to speak, but they did not want a classroom feel. So they actually created a club for themselves to learn public speaking skills while being right there among each other and being able to speak almost every meeting they come. So it teaches leadership skills, speaking skills through a worldwide network of clubs. Exceeds 3,000 in more than 15,800 clubs in 149 countries. Since 1924, Toastmasters International has helped people from diverse backgrounds become more confident speakers, communicators, and leaders. Speaking of diverse, one of my stories was, this is my second language, I can't do it in my native language. But I remember at some point, the breakthrough for me, one of the breakthroughs was, oh wow, native speakers also make mistakes. So I can do that too. And I eased dove into, let me portray my message, let me speak what I want to say, and they will understand me. And it's okay if I make mistakes, we all do. Great barriers but no budget. In fact, it's one of the most affordable public speaking training organizations. Improves your public speaking skills, builds leadership skills, maximize your potential, enjoy limited personal growth, work on networking in a small and supportive environment, practice writing speeches, presenting in the group, gain competitive advantage in the workspace, build self-confidence and self-awareness. All right, are you ready to attend the meeting? Would you like to know what's inside without going there yet? So I'd like to take you on the journey what actually happens in the meeting. Let me see if I can pull up this video. Let's start.
Hello, I'm Stacy. Thanks for visiting Toastmasters International, where more than 4 million people have become more confident speakers and leaders. They did so by visiting a Toastmasters club in their company or community. When you visit a club, you'll find 3 things. Members give speeches, they take on meeting roles, and they have a great time learning. There is no designated teacher in a Toastmasters meeting. Instead, much of the learning happens by doing a particular task, such as giving a formal speech or fulfilling a particular meeting role. Ready to visit a club? It's free, and you can find one near you on the Toastmasters website at www.toastmasters.org. The purpose of the meeting roles is to help the members improve their speaking and leadership skills by providing feedback and evaluation. There are 7 different meeting roles: Toastmaster of the Day, Awe Counter, Grammarian, Timer, Evaluator, Table Topics Master, and General Evaluator. Every meeting is started by the club president, who introduces the Toastmaster of the Day. The Toastmaster of the Day is the host of the meeting. Fulfilling this role is great practice for leading meetings. The Toastmaster begins by introducing people who will fill other meeting roles for the day. He or she acts like an MC and keeps the meeting flowing smoothly and on time. Many clubs use an awe counter to document the number of filler words members use while speaking. At the end of each meeting, the awe counter reports how many ahs, and other similar words each speaker used. This helps members become more aware of unintended words or sounds they make when they speak. The grammarian helps members expand their vocabularies. One of the grammarian's duties is to provide a word of the day and its definition. If a member uses the word of the day or says something well, the grammarian calls attention to it. As the name implies, the timer records the exact length of each speech. He or she also uses timing lights to help speakers stay within their allocated time limits. The general evaluator takes notes throughout the meeting and reports back to everyone, giving specific feedback on how well the meeting flowed and also on how future meetings might be improved. The general evaluator also calls for reports by the awe counter, grammarian, and timer. In every club meeting, there are at least 2 members who present speeches. These speakers don't just stand up and start talking. They use the guidelines in their designated education manuals to prepare their presentations and reach the objectives for each speech. Every speaker who has prepared speeches in advance enjoys one of Toastmasters' greatest benefits, evaluation. Think of it as having a friend watch you practice a speech and then give you helpful feedback. The speaker usually meets with an evaluator before the meeting and asks the evaluator to pay attention to certain aspects of the talk. After all the speeches are done, the evaluators present their feedback in front of the club, covering areas such as, did the speakers use their hands to gesture well? Did they control their voices throughout the speeches? What did they do especially well, and what are some ideas for improvement? In addition to prepared speeches, a few minutes are set aside for table topics. This is often the most challenging, but also the most fun part of our meetings. During table topics, a series of questions or speaking topics are presented, and members are selected to respond on the spot. This is excellent training for those situations that come up in everyone's lives, where we have to think fast and say just the right thing. It might be a job interview, a sales meeting, or a dinner conversation. Table topics are great for practicing and honing the skills of impromptu speaking. Now that all the reports have been made, the president calls the meeting to a close. Everyone joins Toastmasters with a personal goal. Maybe it's a goal to become a more confident presenter, or learn how to run a meeting, or think faster on your feet. Whatever it is, you can achieve your goal if you participate. So, what's your goal? For more?
All right, well, for more information, so a couple more minutes left, if I may. Do you know the average speed we speak per minute? How many words? How many words do we say per minute? About 120. Do you know the average speed of words we go when we actually stand up and speak in front of the public? Tripled. For some reason, we get nervous and we speed up when we have to do opposite. So I'd like to give you the message from our president of the local club. We actually meet in East Plano, right across the Plano East High School in the church. Rita Taylor, she says, we are looking for people with speaking experience because we are an advanced club. Let's Talk is the name of the club, was chartered in 2004 as part of the Toastmasters organization. We are professional speakers and we train and mentor, one of the keywords here, members to be leaders in the Toastmasters organization. We meet once a month, we meet on Sundays in the afternoon. We train members in impromptu speaking, as you've heard, evaluate members, give feedbacks, and it's only $114 annually fee. We give members opportunities to write speeches, auditorial, rebuttal, and if you like to join or you know someone or you're just curious, talk to me, you know me. All right, and what I'd like to leave us with, and again, yes, it's about bettering us, but it's about how can I bring my message to one person, 2 people, 5 people, and touch the hearts in the way hearts hear and the way the hearts inspire. to move, to place that action, to talk to my clients, talk to my customers, and also educate others. So it's not just for me and my clients, it's also for the kids. I love children, so they can go to college and get this tuition paid for. And here's the lesson for me as well, and I'd like to leave us with this. When it's the fear, it might be an opportunity for new creation. You're adjourned. That's how it is.